So how do we break the fast? Because that's just as important as the fast itself. And we break the fast carefully and thoughtfully. Okay? So when we're breaking the fast, here are some tips. We want to make sure that we're monitoring our blood glucose levels, particularly if you're diabetic. I recommend recommend that anyone who's fasting, anyone who's trying to improve their metabolic disease, anyone who's trying to lose weight, anyone who's interested in how food is affecting them, that all those people monitor their blood sugars. Otherwise, there's no way to tell what different foods, what effect different foods are having on your body. So we're breaking the fast, right? So number one, monitor blood sugars. So I think everybody should monitor blood sugars. Coming out soon, they're going to have a continuous glucose monitor that's going to be over the counter. And so you'll be able to get that without a prescription. Currently, you have to get a prescription for it. I give prescriptions for people, anyone who is interested in, well, if they're diabetic, of course. If they're metabolic, I give it to them. If they're interested in losing weight and they want to see what their blood sugars are and see how food is monitoring, then of course they get a prescription for us. Okay. Let's see. Portion control, y'all. Portion control. That is a big one, particularly as you're coming out of the fast. Oftentimes people, they anticipate, oh man, I have been fasting, and so all these 3 days or 2 days or 1 day I've not eaten, and so they begin to build it up in their head. And I think I mentioned to you that when was it? Was it last week or the week before? I had been anticipating, right? I've been rehearsing, okay, what am I going to eat? Because I see all these people around me that were eating, and I wasn't eating, so I built that up. And, oh, that's right. When we went to dinner. You remember that? You remember that? My wife and I went on our date that Sunday night, and I had prepared in my head what that was going to be like. And when we went to a different restaurant, it didn't fit with what was in my head. Remember? Yeah. So we want to make sure that we are doing a portion control. We want to eat slowly. So don't just get there and just gout, just suck it all in. Because remember, your body, particularly if you're doing an extended fast, your body is transitioning back into the refeeding stage. Okay? And then you want to avoid sugary or highly processed foods. Avoid sugary or highly processed foods. Because remember, those sugary foods will cause a spike in blood sugar. Spike in blood sugar results in a spike in insulin because the insulin has to take care of the sugar. And then, of course, once the insulin comes up, then we begin storing fat and our appetite is stimulated. And our pillars were, for reversing diabetes, decrease insulin, suppress the appetite, get rid of sugar. Right? Remember, those were the three. And so if we don't do that, then we want to then we run into trouble. Okay? All right.